Hello guys. So let us now continue our discussion on circular functions. So today I'm going to discuss to you finding exact values of circular functions using, of course, reference angles. Now, if theta 1 and theta 2 are coterminal angles, the values of the six circular or trigonometric functions at theta 1 agree with the values at theta 2. In finding the value of a circular function at a number theta, it can always be reduced to a number between 0 and 2 pi. For example, we're going to find the value of sine 14 pi over 3, which is equal to sine 14 pi over 3 minus 4 pi, which is equal to sine 2 pi over 3. Take note that sine 2 pi over 3 is equal to sine pi over 3. So we have here our x-axis, our y-axis, and then we have here the radius of 1 from our unit circle. So the coordinates of P at 2 pi over 3 is equal to negative 1/2 and square root of 3 over 2. So there they have, so that is equal to 60 degrees. And then another one. So generally, if theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, and theta 4 are shown in the figure with P of theta 1, which is equal to x sub 1 and x sub 2, then each of the coordinates of P of theta 2, P of theta 3, and P of theta 4 is, we can see in the figure there. So of course our radius in the unit circle is 1. So we have the P of theta 1, x sub 1 and y sub 1, and then we have here P of theta 2, negative x sub 2 and y sub 2. And then we have here P of theta 3 equal to negative x sub 3 and negative y sub 3. And then so we have there your y and then your x. We have here x and then your y. Here we have our x and then we have our y. In the fourth quadrant we have our x and then we have our y. So the coordinate of P of theta 4 is x sub 4 and negative y sub 4. So the sign of the coordinates of P of theta depends on the quadrant or axis where it terminates. Kung saan po siya tigil. It is important to know and memorize the sign of each circular function. So we have here our quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So note that the signs of cosecant, secant, and cotangent are the same as the sine, cosine, and tangent functions respectively. So in quadrant 1, x and y are positive, so all circular functions are positive. In quadrant 2, our x is negative, y is positive, so only the sine and cosecant functions are positive. In quadrant 3, x is negative and y is negative, so only the tangent and cotangent functions are positive. And then in quadrant 4, our x is positive, our y is negative, so only the cosine and secant functions are positive. The coordinates of all the points using the coordinates of corresponding points in quadrant 1 can be identified since the unit circle is symmetric with respect to the x-axis. So we have here our figure. So at P of 0 or equal to 2 pi also, the coordinates are 1 and 0. And then at P of pi over 6, we have square root of 3 over 2 and 1/2. So at p of pi over 4, we have square root of 2 over 2. And then at p of pi over 3, we have 1 half and square root of 3 over 2. And then at p of pi over 2, this is 90 degrees. So the coordinates are 0 and 1. So we have here p of 2 pi over 3. So makikita nyo, naulit lang yung si p of pi over 3. Naging negative lang yung sign ni 1 half. The same holds true with p of 3 pi over 4. So our x here is negative. Here, it's positive. And then we have here your p of 5 pi over 6, which is negative square root of 3 over 2. And then we have here our p of pi, or 180 degrees. We have negative 1 and 0. So we have your p of 7 pi over 6, p of 5 pi over 4, and then p of 4 pi over 3. So dito naman, our x and y are all negative. And then we have here our p of 3 pi over 2, or 270 degrees. Ang coordinates niya is 0 and negative 1. And then we have p of 5 pi over 3 equal to 1 half and negative square root of 3 over 2. So again, ang naging negative naman dito ay yung coordinates ni y, or our sine functions. And then we have here p of 7 pi over 4. And then we have your p of 11 pi over 6. So, dating ulit po dito, it's 12 pi over 6, or kaya yun naging 2 pi. So, yan po yung coordinates ng corresponding points sa unit circle. So, for example, gagamitin po natin yung figure kanina. So, use the reference angle and appropriate sign to find the exact value of each of the following expression. So, cosine number 1, cosine of negative 7 pi over 6, sine of 150 degrees, and then number 3, tangent of 8 pi over 3. So, for our solution for number 1, so the angle negative 7 pi over 6 lies in quadrant 2, where cosine is negative and its reference angle is pi over 6. So, cosine negative 7 pi over 6 is equal to negative cosine pi over 6, which is, ang exact value niya po ay negative square root of 3 over 2. And then for number 2, sine 150 degrees, it's equal to sine 130 degrees. So, it's equal to 1 half. And then number 3, we have tangent 8 pi over 3, which is equal to negative tangent pi over 3. So, this is equal to the ratio of sine pi over 3 all over cosine over 3, which is, so negative po siya. So, it's equal to the negative ratio of square root of 3 over 2 all over 1 half, which when simplified, 2 cancels out. It's equal to negative square root of 3. Another example, if p of theta is a point on the unit circle and theta is 5 pi over 6, what will be the coordinates of p of theta? So our solution will be 5 pi over 6 is in quadrant 2 and the reference angle is pi over 6. Therefore, p of 5 pi over 6 is equal to negative square root of 3 over 2 and 1 half. And then number 5, in what quadrant is p of theta? If theta is 33 pi over 4, so our solution would be 33 pi over 4 is coterminal with 33 pi over 4 minus 8 pi, which is pi over 4, and it terminates in quadrant 1. And then another example here, if p of theta is a point on the unit circle and theta is negative 5 pi over 6, find the values of the 6 trigonometric functions of theta. So our solution, so the angle negative 5 pi over 6 terminates in quadrant 3. The reference angle is 5 pi over 6. Therefore, p of negative 5 pi over 6 is equal to negative square root of 3 over 2 and negative 1 half. So, our cosine will be equal to negative square root of 3 over 2. Our Second, the reciprocal of cosine is equal to 2 over square root of 3 negative, which is equal to 2 square root of 3 over 3. Of course, it's negative. And then sine of 5 pi over 6 negative is negative 1 half. Our cosecant is negative 2. Our tangent negative 5 pi over 6 is equal to 1 over square root of 3, or rationalizing it, it would be equal to square root of 3 over 3, and then our cotangent will be square root of 3 over 1, or square root of 3. So that's it, guys. Thank you.